This legislation is far more than just a tax bill, right? So now my thing is, what is this really about? Because Americans paying taxes in Bitcoin, in my eyes, is also just a form of voluntary asset transfer. So the thing about this, though, is that we've always paid taxes in the government printed money. So now they're asking us to pay taxes potentially, right, in something that is finite and that they cannot print. So that creates a pipeline of this finite amount of Bitcoin from citizens to the US Treasury. So this is their budget neutral accumulation strategy, where everyone can be cool with the fact that the United States government is accumulating this Bitcoin. So this is a slow and legal form of sovereign Bitcoin acquisition. Now, and because taxes paid in Bitcoin are not going to be taxable events, the Treasury must create a Bitcoin reference rate. The government is forced now to become blockchain native. This legislation is far more than just a tax bill, right? Because if the government has to have a wallet, right, where they can accept this Bitcoin, then the Treasury is kind of becoming blockchain native. They're kind of getting integrated into the blockchain. So anyways, this is a monetary policy shift, a geopolitical repositioning, a macro hedge, and a sovereign wealth strategy. So this is potentially the beginning of the US Bitcoin and crypto standardization, really acknowledging the value of crypto legally. Okay, so obviously the future impact of this we pretty much outlined. This could strengthen the Federal Reserve's balance sheet. This could reduce reliance on debt financing. This could force the Treasury and IRS to adopt crypto infrastructure and modernize US financial rails and position the US as a leader in digital reserve assets, staying ahead of BRICS and the rest of the world. So if this were to occur, if this bill gets passed, this would absolutely turbocharge Bitcoin and overall crypto adoption. If the US Treasury uses Bitcoin, then everyone else is going to move in that direction as well. Not only because the US is the largest economy in the world, but also because that basically means that they've admitted, the US has admitted, right, that this is the better approach.